फेरि पनि क्रमशः डट बल गर्न पुगे कुशल भोर्तेलले लगातार 3वटा डट बल राख्न पुगे भोर्तेलले यो ओभरमा 3 डट बल रहे सँगै 3 बल बाँकी छ खेलको 36 ओभर सकिनको लागि यो ओभरमा 3मा 3 बल नै डबल गर्न पुगेको हो बल गर्ने क्रममा बलर बलिङको लागि तयार रहे चौथो बल यस ओभरको बलिङको लागि बलर छन् तयार आक्रमण गर्ने क्रममा र योपालि यो बलमा खेलियो 1 रनका निमित्त र 1 रन निकाल्दै स्ट्राइकलाई परिवर्तन गरियो यो 1 रन रहेसँगै स्ट्राइक रनकी परिवर्तन र 147 रन रहेको छ वटा विकेट नेदरल्यान्डको टिम र जितका लागि मात्र 86 बलमा 90 रन बनाउनु पर्नेछ नेदरल्यान्डको टिमले यो खेलमा जित दर्ता गर्न यो चौथो बल थियो यो बललाई प्रहार त गरियो लङअफमा र लङअफको बाउन्ड्रीमा रहेको फिल्डरले यो बललाई रोकिदिए मिल्न पुगे मात्र 1 रन र यो 1 रनबाट स्ट्राइक रनकी परिवर्तन र पाँचौं बल गर्न लागि बलिङको लागि बलर छन् तयार फेरि पनि आक्रमण गर्ने क्रममा इसले कुनै पनि रन बटुल्नको लागि मौका प्राप्त गर्न पुगेनन् र यो डट बल राखिएसँगै मात्र अब 1 बल बाँकी छ 85 बल जितका लागि 90 रन रहेको आवश्यक त यस खेलमा जित दर्ता गर्न लागि यो थियो ओभर 5 बल जुन बलमा डट बल राखिएको र केवल अब मात्र 1 बल बाँकी छ खेलको 36 ओभर सकिन ओभरको अन्तिम बलमा भोर्तेले डट बल राख्न पुगे यो ओभरमा आउन पुगे मात्र 1 रन र खेलको अहिले 36 ओभरको अन्त्य गरियो र 84 बल जितका लागि 90 रन रहेको छ आवश्यकता
perfect ball going through.
Real beauty here, just hitting that perfect back of a length. No real foot movement from Kyle Klein, just getting caught on the crease. Tell us about this young man. ODI debut, a maiden, a wicket, and he's really bowled with a good yard of pace. Stuart Laws told me he's been really impressed with him.
Stu's put in a lot of faith in him, just that for him. He has to keep pushing himself. It's just his first game for his country at ODI level.
It's a great story though, isn't it? Because he's not the only one. There's been plenty of players head down to Australia over the years. Many haven't come back, and that's the reality of life and economic opportunities down in Australia, where there's such community. But to get someone like him back who had good exposure down in grade cricket in Adelaide, I think it was big boost.
Fantastic for us. We found one more fast bowler that could run up and bowl with decent gas behind him, and most importantly I think he's gone through that grind of understanding his own life, of making it difficult for himself at a personal level, but still fighting it through, and now here he is running up the hill at Dundee, bowling against the Dutch, and probably wants to win the game for Nepal from his remaining 4 overs.
35 bowled, 146 for 6. Andrew Leonard here alongside the Cricket Association of Nepal secretary and the former national team captain, face and a voice you'll all know so well back in Nepal in particular. That's the current state of play in this ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 table. Paris, there's the makings of an unbelievable. We had a quite ludicrous finish, didn't we, to the first edition of the league. Famous scenes on, what was it, March 16th, as Nepal somehow beat the UAE and on DLS by the barest of margins, a game that transcended really associate cricket and started to bring it into a wider audience. There's already a look that this is going to be incredibly tight-knit. Is the target a top place and that's all you want, or even more ambitious than that, or just one game at a time? How do you look at it?
So we still have a lot of matches remaining. All it comes down to is preparing yourself for that particular segment of the World Cricket League cycle. I keep repeating that because it's spread over a year. Like the kind of form that the team has shown in the last week, if they can continue this, it'll be fantastic. But what we have first 3 games unfortunately came short of 2 runs. Today we're defending.
His highest ODI score.
And
Yeah.
he held 1 innings together. A couple of guys, Rohit and Bhim, getting those 35 would have probably wanted to have converted, but it's just that the teams are now looking Nepal differently than how they used to. They just thought previously that
Another
Big shot here
fantastic
again.
stop. This time it's Dipender Singh Iree.
is it dependent
Over there.
He's
yeah.
all over, is he?
He's
Always.
absolutely he's actually mainly been a cover.
He
but
just changed
he's
himself.
just
I can
moved,
see that.
to backward point. Tell us about the Sampal Kami. Really sad to hear. It was such a heroic innings the other day. It's a minor fracture. He should be back in a few weeks, hopefully.
I spoke to him in the morning at breakfast, and he was showing me the video of how he got hit. It was just a nonchalant ball that hit him on his forearm. And sometimes with cricket, you face some of these fast bowlers. We now rested and we'll take it up in the next 4 or 5 days of his recovery. Even Gulshan, a lot of fans were asking why he didn't bowl the other day. I think he has a knee thing where the physio and the medical team and coach and the support staff said that it probably feels better if he gets that rehabilitation. Gulshan's one of our premier young all-rounders and we want to protect them.
Beautifully bowled, drifting, turn away. Every single person involved in cricket in Nepal adored Monty Desai for all he did for the nation. His contract wasn't renewed. A couple of words about his legacy, how important Monty Desai has been, and then the decision to coaching. You've gone the Australian way. You've gone with Stuart Law, who has that associate experience. There's another one beats the outside edge, 147. For 6. How did you end up with Stuart Law as your new man? So a couple of words on Monty first, maybe.
Nepal cricket's been blessed with great coaches since Roy Dias took over the coaching back in 2001, 2 to where we are today. The kind of results that we have managed to attain over the years, it's not been easy, but with right coaches, with that combination in the players, and of course when you talk about Monty, he came when we were in dire straits. We had to win at least 9 out of 12, and we managed to win 11 out of 12. We got into the World Cup. He's somebody who's put in a lot of faith in all of the youngsters that are currently performing. There were times when there were a lot of tests around certain players, whether they would be in the squad. But what happened was backing of the players, obviously, at our level, we wanted him to continue. But again, it came down to a point where we got ideas from different people in our cricket system of what our next cricket strategy should be, is what our aim should be. And we just decided that it was about time that we got hold of somebody, not that he wasn't efficient, but this game demands a lot of results. Sometimes it's cruel. Where
It's quite ruthless at this level.
Even with all of the good results, if you don't perform over a period of, let's say, 5-6 months, then all of a sudden you feel that you're at the back end of the points table as well as the whole cycle. So he's made a massive contribution to this team, and
it's the biggest legacy he left. Sorry to cut you off, but the way in which he brought that team together, Paris, and the kind of harmony and unison he brought to the dressing room after a period where things were a little fractured potentially.
It's all about players and the coaches working together. Sometimes we read a lot of fragmented news that does not even make sense, but there are people around trying to create a negative side to every conversation, and I just feel one of the biggest strengths for Nepal cricket over a very long time has been the unity of the players, the coaches who have been part of our cricket system, and somehow we have come this far, and now with Stuart taking over, it just means he's at a good start.
Just get a look at this one, Paris. There was half a thought that it might have flicked something of Noah Kroos's bat, but the immediate signal was wide. David McLean just as well. Anil Shah, the keeper, coming in for Asif Sheikh today. Yeah, 3 changes altogether for Nepal, including 2 forced by injury, and then just 1 selectorial. Asif Sheikh having a rest, being dropped out, and Anil Shah coming in. Yeah, Yadav's impressed me. Lots of pace on offer, but just losing his line. Pulled very firmly. It's going to go 1 bounce. Fighting. I'm going to ask you, telling me more about Stuart in a second, but take me back to that first ever ODI series when you countries.
For me, it's of our careers where they're one of the strongest